kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at the table and you do the contract. And that's how I got it.
At least he tried.
All right, we live. All right, Saint Christ. Okay. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, I.S.U.P.K. I'm the Commanding General YAHANNA. I started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York City, since 1969. Okay, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible. All right. And everything in it, surrounding it, and about it. We are the authority on the earth. Commanding General YAHANNA is the man set up by the Most High to lead this nation, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, back to the Most High power. Okay. With that being said, right, we are the priests and prophets of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, teaching the word of the Most High power. The Most High is Yahweh. His name is Yahweh in the Hebrew. Okay, that's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, creator of all things. The God of the 12 tribes of Israel, who chose them specifically as his chosen people. And the 12 tribes of Israel consist of the so-called Negro, so-called West Indian, so-called Haitian, so-called Hispanic, so-called Latino, so-called Chicanos, so-called Native, Indigenous, so-called First Nations, specifically of North, Central, and South America. We are scattered abroad, but heavily concentrated in this hell to cause America. North, Central, and South America, right? And we have laws, statutes, and commandments that we must abide by and keep. This Bible is our book, and it is specific to us. We're going to go into that tonight, talking about who all the Jews and who are the 12 tribes of Israel. Get some precepts to back it up, because it is a heavy controversy, as everyone is seeing. It's always been a controversy. It's the most controversial thing on the planet. Yahweh Shai Mashiach, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, is our king. Okay, and he set up the I.S.U.P.K. Yes, so we said it, and I say it, and we defend everything that we say in the I.S.U.P.K. because everything that we say is truth. If we said that everything is open for everybody, then what will be the point for anybody to believe? Okay, all right. So this being the scripture breakdown class, we'll go into some scriptures. If you have any questions, please type them in, and we'll go over them. All right. Okay. All right. With that being said, we'll start it off. Some precepts. And got that bookmark. Yeah. Start it off with the questions on any precept. I think your Quatazar has some. We'll jump right into it. Not unless, did you have something? Anybody in the class? I was telling the brother before, we always do the class first before we do online. Okay, and then we'll go back and forth. Anybody in the class? It's a while. We'll sign Christ. All right. brother said Job chapter 30, verse 30. Okay, we'll do Job chapter 30, verse 30. Job chapter 30, verse 30. Was there any specific question with it, Yaquatazar? I see Job chapter 30, verse 30. Hold on one moment, okay? Okay. Yaquatazar, was there anything specific? Or was this the whole verse? Okay, so it was just verse 30. Okay, let's get the backdrop on it, but let's get verse 30. You got it, Thawon Baba Kusha?
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Okay, all right. This is a heavy precept in the I.S.U.P.K, heavy precept in the planet. All right. And you know why we use it in the I.S.U.P.K, and it's something with our topic tonight. Okay. The first is blatant, it's open, it's straightforward, specific as possible. Read it one more time. Call it out.
Job chapter 30, verse 30.
Mhm.
My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Okay. 30. 30. My skin is black upon me. Okay. That is his skin. This is a scripture to prove the color. There is color in the Bible. There is color in the Bible. When everybody says we're all the same and it's all one race, the human race, they're trying to dismiss what the Bible specifically says. And the Bible has these scriptures for a purpose and a reason. Now, what does it mean? Okay, you got the physical aspect. This scripture is a physical scripture and a spiritual scripture. So let's start off with the physical. My skin is black upon me. What does that mean? What does it mean, my skin is black upon me? In the physical sense, what does that mean? My skin is black upon me. Yes, brother. Anybody can answer. Anybody can answer. What does it mean, my skin is black upon me? What does that mean? Go ahead.
You have dark skin.
Perfect. Perfect. My skin is black upon me. A very dark-skinned Israelite man. Okay. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be a very dark skin. Okay, because people call themselves black, but that's more something else to it. So, okay, yes. Okay. And Job necessarily was not an Israelite. Job came before Israel, right? But he is an Israelite in the spirit. Okay. All right. When I say he's an Israelite in the spirit, I'm saying he comes from the same family. All right. Like Adam is not an Israelite, but Adam is our forefather. And his specific story is specific for the 12 tribes of Israel, just like Job. Okay. I'm just putting that out there for information so that you can have that. You can understand that your Quatazah as an officer now. Because somebody's going to ask you one day, I guarantee it, it's going to be a fake Israelite, an Old Testament Israelite, okay, that doesn't really believe in the Bible and going to go, see, what was Job? Who was Job? All right, okay. And if you say, oh, Job was an Israelite, then they feel as if they're going to try to get you. Okay, all right. But when you saying it, it's just talking about the family. All right, the same lineage, the same people, the same concept, the same construct. Job was chosen by the Most High specifically for a purpose, just like you are. And you are an Israelite, because you come from the 12 tribes of Israel physically. And he comes from the same line that we come from physically, but he precedes us. All right, that's out the way. My skin is black. He has dark skin. He has melanated skin, as people would say. He has melanin. He has a hue. He has dark skin. Now, what does it mean also, my skin is black upon me? What does it mean as well? My skin is black upon me. Read it one more time out.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
My bones are burned with heat. How is the Bible written? A lot of parts in the Bible, not all, but how are a lot of parts in the Bible written? What type of language is it written in?
It's like, it's like poetic and metaphorical.
That's right. Okay. Anybody know the backdrop of Job? What's the backdrop of Job? Hold on 1 second now. Let's see if somebody can get it. Because we got people on Facebook as well. I'm on Facebook, on the YouTube, on the page, Syracuse page, Facebook. Let's get, what does that mean? Okay. What also could it mean? Like the brother said, it's written in our language, right? It's written in poetry. I just said to somebody today, I said, the Edomites cannot understand the Bible because it's not written in their language. Okay. Don't get caught up too. Don't be one of them super ultra intelligent Negroes. Okay. Well, what does the Hebrew really break down to mean? Okay. Y'all not speaking in Hebrew right now. See, I done learned 23 languages. That's not what I mean when I say language. Okay. All right. Like the brother said, it's poetic. And I was talking to the brother and I said, the word snake. They don't understand that. They draw pictures of what? A literal snake hanging from a tree with an apple in its mouth. When black people every single day, when I say black, I'm talking about all 12 tribes of Israel. That's why I'm saying black. And I'm giving you a clue onto this scripture breakdown. But black people call somebody a snake every day. Don't they?
Yeah.
Don't we readily use that term? That term is just off the tongue with a flow. Dog, snake, rat, cheese, bread, whip. A whip could mean a car. That's how the Bible. So when Job says, "My skin is black upon me," what else is he saying? Give me the backdrop of Job. That's the question that I just asked, right? So what's the backdrop of Job? Give him 30 seconds. That one. I think it's just about a 30-second delay. What is the backdrop of Job? I try to keep the wine in here, right? Okay. It's also to show Israel order things that the Most High established. Very good, Yaquatazar. Yaquatazar said, snake is metaphorical for a petty or grimy, cunning individual. That's very correct, brother. Yes. Okay. Now, Yaquatazar, do you have snake? I mean, the other underlying meaning here that we got? Or the backdrop of Job, Salakia. Wow. All right. That
Job was an upright man that was being tested by Satan, and eventually he became very sick. His family was destroyed. He had all types of boils upon his body. So he pretty much was kind of like destroyed for the most part.
Okay. Yep. Why? Going a little bit more. You said tempted by Satan.
He was being tested. Satan had said to the Most High, "Those have you tested my servant Job?" And he said, "You have this this fence, this gate,
This
around
hedge.
this hedge around the bottom." He goes, "Okay." So he removed the hedge. That hedge, of course, though, was protection, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
So Job, his family, everybody was being protected by that hedge, of course. And the Most High lifted that hedge, which was the protection of Job. And when he did that, Satan took one thing after another. His kids, his riches, his wife, to the point where they said, "Why don't you just curse God and die?"
All right.
even his health.
So that's the backdrop. That's the backdrop of Job, right? In the book of Job. Read it one more time, the verse.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
Okay. My skin is black upon me. All right. The reason why the term black is referred to one group of people on the planet. Anybody ever notice that? The term black is only for one group of people on the planet. Africans do not call themselves black. Does anybody ever notice that?
Yeah.
Africans do not. You don't hear Africans walking around saying we're black and beautiful, black and proud, or black power, or black this, or black y'all. I'm black. You never hear Africans say that. You don't hear East Indians say that. East Indians don't say they black, right? Who else is dark? The Arabs, the Middle Eastern, they don't say that they black. The Aborigine, the Pacific Islanders, they don't say they black. The Eskimos, they don't say they black. They would be my complexion. All of them. Nobody calls themselves black except one group of people. The Hamites will, I'm talking about the color black. They don't call themselves black. They'll call themselves Somalian, Ethiopian, Nigerian, Cameroon, Benin, South African, Ugandan, Rwandan. You will never hear them call themselves black. You had something, Dalwin?
Oh, no, it's lucky you were saying it though. I was going to say, like the different, they're either Ethiopian or Arabic, Bantu, Etruscan, so on and so forth.
They're not going.
They don't just. They don't just say I'm from Africa. They distinguish themselves amongst those that are from Africa.
Right. They will. I will hear them say that they African, like they have an African Union, or they stole our music and they call it Afro beats, right? Or they'll say something African, or they'll identify as African before they will identify as black. You notice that they're not gonna call themselves black. Like the brother was saying, they'll identify with their ethnicity, their tribes, their countries in Africa. They'll even identify with the continent. They will never say that they're black or black American. Oh my goodness. They would never say that they're black American. They make sure that there's a difference. So why does Job say my skin is black? Now, this is a physical scripture identifying, but why, after Thawum just gave you a backdrop of Job, what is he saying as well? Africans or Ham will never refer themselves as niggers, sir. They're starting to because there's money in it. Like the Afro beats or the entertainment. Okay. That's why I can't stand him, like, because they're culture vultures. When it's an opportunity, you know, they'll play some music or put on some music, or they'll play the card of we the same when it comes to selling some flowers outside the club or giving you a cab ride, or you know what I'm saying, or trying to be hip or cool for the time being. All right. Or trying to get with your woman. Then they'll pull the black card and we all the same. Shut up. Then they'll say they niggas when it's cool. We just like you niggas. I see the young ones, they saying niggas now. Understand? The young ones are saying niggas now. You know, the teenagers and college students, they think they saying they niggas and that they with us. Make sure you check them as well. Just like you check Edomites and Moabites and all that, check them as well. Hear might say nigga, you're not a nigga. Okay. That was specifically given to us. It said Negroes for sale. Niggas and all that. They call them cotters. No, they call us cotters. They call them something, I forget. Forget what they call them. All right. But it don't hold the same weight as what we went through over here. Okay. It's just like when somebody brings up the whole, well, Africans sold you into slavery. I mean, your own people did it to you. Okay, make sure you make the distinction that we are not African. We ain't got nothing to do with that. All right. Now, this black kid, what else does it mean? Why is this only one people called black or identified as black? You get the definition. You got definitions. What does black mean? In the true sense of its term. Remember Malcolm X looked it up? He said, oh man, this white man book, ain't it? All right, I'm going to get the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Black, having a very dark color of the night sky or the eye's pupil of the color black. Okay, there we go. Let me find where in its truest sense. Black, of or relating to any various population or groups, especially African ancestry, often considered as having dark pigmentation of the skin, but in fact having a wide range of skin colors, okay? Which is showing you that it's going against its own definition, all right? Okay, so that means that it's something else or something more. When you identify as black, because my shirt is black, and I might be called black or identified as black, but my skin is not the same color as my shirt. So it's something deeper. Of or relating to black people, and often especially to African American people or their culture. You see that, right? You see that, right? It says especially to African American people or their culture. Black literature, a black college, black pride, black studies. Capitalization of black in this use is now widely established. Now you have to capitalize black when black is just the color. Why would you capitalize black? Why? Because now it's referring to a people. White is lowercase. Yellow is lowercase. Green is yellow, lowercase. Yellow is lowercase. Let me see. Here we go. Verse 4. This is it. Not verse 4, it's like it. Definition 4. Dirty, soiled. Absent of light. Indicative of condemnation or discredit. Connected with or invoking supernatural or especially the devil. Very sad, gloomy. Marked by the occurrence of disaster. Now, see these definitions for black? The reason why, especially African Americans, are called or identified as black is because there's a disaster that's connected to them. Y'all ever hear me say black, and then what do I always say? When I say black, I'm talking to all the 12 tribes. Why do I say that? Because I might say black and brown people, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, blacks, West Indians, Hispanics, Native Americans. But why do I say black as all 12 tribes? Go ahead.
It's like we say that because we've all been oppressed. We've all been destroyed. We've all, we were dropped off at different areas and different parts, of course. But the same time that you had Harlem issues going on, like the civil rights and everything else, you had Spanish Harlem going on. You had the same things going over in California. You had the same things going over in Mexico. So our suffering, it was with us no matter where we were at. Haiti, all the oppression that we've received and been through.
Give me one more. You said Harlem, and you said Haiti. Bring it home.
Native Americans.
Thank you. They're black. Okay, like the brother said, because of the definition of what black means in the sense of a people or a nation. Not the color, but the people or the nation. Right? It's not a color thing. Like when we say white people aren't pure. Scripture talks about white all the time. White people are not pure, but they call themselves white to be identified with purity. Okay, or cleanliness, or innocence, or good. They did that. And they made sure that we were called black. However, the connection is spiritual because we all went through the curses. And that is how you identify who Israel are, according to the Bible. Because a specific group of people want to go through this suffering, like Thalram just said. So Job is saying my skin is black. He's talking about his skin, but he's also talking about his condition because of oppression, because of depression. We say it all the time. Everybody takes drugs. Every nation of people take drugs. But when you take it, you become destroyed, right? You don't think Donald Trump is a crackhead? Donald Trump is a crackhead. You ever look at Donald Trump? Donald Trump a crackhead. You cannot tell me he don't sniff coke for breakfast. He said, give me the McDonald's pancake platter. He sniff him a line of coke right when he does that. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Donald Trump up at 4 a.m. sending off tweets. Right? How he up at 4 a.m. sending off tweets? And he the busiest man on the planet. He's sniffing coke. He's a crackhead. Your boss is a crackhead. He sniffs coke. He's off the chain. Right? The Chinese man, he eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. He love it. He eat bats. He'll eat a rat, a dog, a cat. He'll eat it. He'll be 110 pounds for the rest of his life. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen you. It's very seldom you see a fat Chinese man. Am I right? He can go to the diet. Ain't no Chinese man on the diabetes commercial. He's not talking about diabetes and cancer because I've been eating pork all my life. He's destroyed. White people smoke cigarettes, don't they? Don't the other nations smoke cigarettes? Hell yeah. When you do it, because Salom said it with the breakdown, Job had a hedge of protection around him. Why did Job have a hedge of protection around him? Why did Job have a hedge of protection around him? Why did Job have a hedge of protection around him? I'm going to get you chapter 1, verse 1. Read that, Salom.
Job chapter.
Why did the Most High protect him? Somebody tried to call me poor today. I said, I'm not poor. I'm a captain in the I.S.U.P.K. I got wives. I have sons. I have an endless amount of brothers. I have fathers. I have Commanding General YAHANNA who accepted me into the I.S.U.P.K. Poor? What are you talking about, poor? What? You don't have to, but every time before I eat, I say the scripture that David said. I've never seen a righteous forsaken, nor they seeds begging for bread. Because I don't miss a meal. I don't go starving. But that's because there's a hedge of protection or there's something from the Most High, not because of me, but there's because of something I'm doing. Now that hedge of protection can be moved easily. It will be gone easily. It will be taken up. And damn right, I'll be poor. Everybody would be poor or could be identified as poor or broken or destroyed. Read chapter 1, verse 1. This is why Job had a hedge of protection around him. This is why Job was called out by Satan to the Most High. Like, look, well, hold up. What about Job? Why? Go ahead.
Job chapter 1, verse 1.
There you go. Hold on 1 second. Your Quatazah, Job was obeying the Most High as he was fighting his temptation. Yes, that's true, your Quatazah. And then there was something before the temptation came. Go ahead.
Job chapter 1, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job. And that man was perfect.
He was what?
Was perfect.
He was what?
Was perfect.
He was what?
Was perfect.
What you tell a Christian? What you Christians love to say? Christians love to say it. I just heard a Christian say it just 5 minutes ago. Ain't nobody perfect. I love to say nobody's perfect. So that way you can sing. The Bible called Job perfect. Was Job Jesus? Because now they say it's only one person that was perfect. Is Jesus and Job the same person? No. And that man was perfect. Perfect. That man was perfect. That's powerful right there. He was perfect. Keep going.
And upright.
And what?
And upright.
And upright. Perfect and upright. Perfect and upright. What is it saying? What is it saying? Perfect and upright. Can you pass me that ruler, Baba Kusha? The yardstick. Keep a yardstick in the school. It's almost customary, the water. In Israel would keep a yardstick, right? The brothers would keep yardsticks around. You ever hear them talk about cubits and 3 cubits this and 4 cubits that? They would keep measurement, a tool of measurement. A tool of measurement is used in the scriptures a lot, right? Because it's part of our culture to build, right? To build, to know how to distance things and how things were supposed to be lined up. Because the Most High loved order. So he wanted it in a specific line and a specific measurement, okay? Because when you have something that's upright, it means what? To be upright. It means perfect. It means balanced. It means correct on all sides. To his left and to his right, he was upright. Meaning you couldn't hear him on Sunday, praising the Lord on Sunday, praising the Lord on Sunday. And then you see Brother Johnson go in the whole house on Tuesday. You see Sister Smith getting drunk on Friday night. It's Halloween. Woo-hoo-wee. Halloween, Taiwan. I love the Lord. Jesus knows my Jesus. Is it taking the kids trick-or-treating? Was it Friday, Thursday or Friday last week? A school, Florida or California. The whole 7th grade class was throwing up, vomiting, falling on the floor. You know why? Because they had edible gummy bears 3 days before Halloween. And it didn't stop anybody? Hold up. How do 7th graders get edible gummy bears? We brought out the fentanyl story where they fentanyl look like Skittles. So the same lady, she said, you know what? Take them to the corner stores, because the corner stores, they're going to give out the candy. Don't take them trick-or-treating. Take them to the candy store. How about I be upright in all my ways? I don't teach the children that this is the day that you can do something a little off to the side. Don't we teach children that? That's what you're teaching the children. Well, we ain't going trick-or-treat because we don't want our babies to get the fentanyl-colored Skittles. So we go to the corner stores. You lived in Syracuse all your life, just like me. Who sells fentanyl and Spike? Who sells the fentanyl? I'm sitting up here looking like Nino Brown, so I got to know where the plug connection is. Who sells fentanyl, Taiwan? Who gets the cases of fentanyl? Because how is Syracuse getting all this fentanyl? How is Syracuse getting all this Spike? If I was on the corner of Jefferson and Salina right now, and I asked the question, where is the Spike being sold? Every time we have Camp Taiwan, don't we say that? And who says it? Don't somebody give us the answer? Damn near every time we bring it out, we say somebody's selling the Spike. So where do you think the fentanyl comes? What do they always say, Taiwan? They always say it's coming from the corner store. So with Halloween, the Arabs just changed all of a sudden. You trust them? You don't want the kids to go trick-or-treat, so you send them to the corner store that sells the Spike and the fentanyl? Come on. Shut me down on my Facebook. Maybe I done told the secret. Maybe I wasn't supposed to tell where the hell the fentanyl coming from. Who's selling the fentanyl? I said I was Nino Brown. They probably took it serious. The cops is rolling around right now. You told me the police driving around right now to get all the pedophiles off the street, because the streets is filled with all the kids and all the children, all the babies walking around. So where is all the pedophiles and child molesters at? You stupid. Upright. Upright. Joe wasn't Passover. And he's not going to keep Passover and Halloween. He's upright. Right? Means you're perfect on this angle. You're perfect on that angle. You're going to do it on this day and you're going to do it on that day. What does that mean? Keep going.
And upright, and one that feared God.
He did what?
And one that feared God.
He did what?
And one that feared God.
One that feared God. One that feared God. You keep Halloween, and you know Halloween is wicked. You know it's evil. I spoke to somebody today. She's a Catholic. And she said, well, it ain't evil. And then I said, well, November 1st is All Saints Day. Catholics believe in All Saints Day, right? And that was a holy day, a hallow day. So what comes before November 1st? October 31st. And that would be considered the Eve. Hallow Eve. Halloween. Okay? So on All Saints Day, what happens? The sister told me. She said, I was raised Catholic. You follow your patron saint. So you're supposed to be good on that day. You're supposed to dress like the saint that you take your name after. You ever notice all Catholics have the same specific names? Michael, John, Luke, Matthew. Why? Because they're trying to follow a saint. So they give their children the name of their patron saint that they feel is the saint that follows them around. Now, Catholicism is wicked because the day before that, you can dress wicked and be wicked. Everybody knows Halloween is wicked. It's the biggest hoe day ever. They love Halloween for hoes. We just brought out last week that you celebrating Halloween for what? So that you can just be a hoe. You grown. You 20, 30, 40, 50 years of age celebrating Halloween. Because you can wear, we seen it today. I haven't seen nothing but hoes today. This past weekend was just whole range. Holy wing. That's what it was. Everybody. And you a big dummy idiot, and you want to dress like a big dummy. So you dress up like a big dummy because you stupid. You put on a mask on your face. You want some attention. You need somebody to love or laugh at you because you just don't have it yourself. You need to walk down the street with your ass hanging out. You just need to. So Halloween, here we go. And then on Sunday, you praying to the Lord to get rid of this stress. I remember going to, oh my goodness, went to the church. Boy, we go to the church, you be the same woman up there. Oh, please, Jesus. Please, Jesus. Oh, ooh, gotta get these men out of my life. I gotta get off these drugs. I gotta stop. Get your ass out the goddamn crack house. You go to the crack house every day. Then you want to cry to Jesus. Oh, take me, Lord. Change me. Then you wonder and you cry why there's no hedge of protection around you. Why would God put a hedge of protection around you when you don't fear him? You don't fear God. You don't think God going to do something to you for being wicked. You don't believe it. You just like the oppressor that's oppressed you. The white man don't believe in God, does he? You can't say nothing to the white man about slavery. Do you think you're going to have to pay for slavery, America? White man, white woman, will you have to pay for your crimes? No way! Commanding General YAHANNA just tore the Alamo up. Remember, the Alamo got a new definition now. Them white folks was up there, what's going on over here? Everybody's done wrong. A white person cannot say he did wrong. God should punish us for that. You ever notice that? And then you do the same thing he does. You don't think God's going to punish you for what you do? You don't fear God. I'll be amazed. I'll be like, do they fear? They must not believe in God. You must not have any belief. You don't fear God. You really think you can do this? Muslims believe in Allah. They don't fear Allah. They sell pork. They sell drugs. They don't care about no higher power. These people don't fear God. You don't fear God. I'm not saying Allah is God. The Most High, Yahweh, is God that I'm speaking of. God means power. And he is the Most High power. Yahweh is his name. I'm just saying, all these people who claim to say that they care about God and believe in God, they have no fear in God. Job feared God. It's Halloween, and you hear the sirens, you're going to hear them all night long. You know why? Because nobody fears God. Nobody tells their children, if you celebrate Halloween, you're disrespecting God. You hate God for celebrating Halloween. Nobody tells that to the children. You know what they say? It's for the kids. I can't stand you niggas to say it's for the kids. I can't stand a dummy to say it's for the kids. Because it's not for the kids. You don't care about your own kids. You don't care nothing about them kids. Teach them some integrity, some morality, some loyalty. I'm looking at the football teams. This is just an example. So I'm on the Pop Warner football team. It used to be the 4 city Pop Warner football teams. Remember that? Remember, it was Kirk Park, it was Valley, it was Sherman, and it was Eastwood. And that was it. That was Pop Warner football. Woohoo! And then I come and I turn around, I'm talking to the coaches, and I go, man, what happened? Kirk Park used to be filled with players. Sherman Park filled with players. Thornton Park, Sherman Park, Valley filled with players. Eastwood, and we used to laugh because Eastwood was all the Edomites. And I looked at Eastwood and said, whoa, ain't even number black folks up at Eastwood. That's cool, but I'm just saying. So what happened? So I'm talking to the brothers who've been coaching and involved with Pop Warner for 10, 15. You know what happened? My son ain't starting. My son ain't starting quarterback. I know my son 150 pounds and he only 9, but he need to be the running back. So what did they do, Thawon? They went to these other leagues and started their own teams. And I said, damn, what are you teaching your son? Are you teaching your son loyalty? No. Are you teaching him commitment? No. What are you teaching him? As soon as something get bad, I'ma run. Soon as there's some issues going on, I'ma run. I'ma just leave. You being a bitch ass. Because everybody else celebrate Halloween around me. It is for the kids. Man, you know what I done heard grown adult people say to me? What if your kid goes to school and everybody else got Christmas toys? Everybody else do Easter. Everybody else coming in with a Halloween costume, but your son don't throw one. How that's gonna make your child feel? Like a man amongst dumb children that's taught by stupid children. He's not a bitch. Excuse my language. He's not a punk or a coward. Then we wonder why children get raped and molested, why they become hoes and sodomites and LGBTQ. Why? Because they don't say no to nobody. That's what a drug dealer loves, right? A drug dealer gonna find somebody that's not going to say no. Drug dealer wants you to say, yeah, I need to get high. Because everybody else get high. So why don't you get high? Don't it feel good to say no? I believe in something different. I don't know. I think it feels kind of good. Don't you want to stand out? Brother said it to me the other day. I ain't even know. He said, I seen you, man. I was with this brother for 2 months. 3-4 days a week with the brother. He said, man, I seen you downtown, man. I know who you are. Y'all the Hebrew Israelites, man. I know what you. He ain't never said it until the end of two. But you know what? It kind of made me feel like, dang, maybe that's my light shining. Didn't Yahweh said, let your light shine? If everybody's doing the same thing, that means your light ain't no light shining. A light shines because it's different. A light shines because everything around it is dark. Halloween. Don't you want your kid to have some candy? You gotta tell your child, stop, right? Am I the right that one? I know I gotta tell my kids, stop with all the sweets. You get too much. We give them too much. You get free donuts and cookies all the damn time. Teacher came to me and said, yeah, your son brings in donuts all the time. Thank you. That's so nice. That's a great gesture. They don't need no more sweets. What you talking about? Just because everybody else does it? Damn, have some integrity. Y'all love to tell kids, if everybody else jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge? You do it, don't you? If everybody else celebrate Halloween, would you celebrate Halloween? You do it. Don't you celebrate Halloween? You celebrate Halloween, so jump off the goddamn bridge. What Joe Clark say? He brought the boy up to the rooftop, didn't he? He said, you smoke crack, don't you jump then, nigga, jump. I don't want to jump, sir. He said, shut up. You smoke crack, don't you? Everybody should just jump off the goddamn bridge because you don't fear God. He tells you not to do it. You don't care. But this is why he had a hedge of protection around him, because he feared God, and then he did this. Keep going. Fear God and what?
Fear God and eschew evil.
Oh, I like that. Eschew. Whew. Y'all see this definition for a shoe? Oh, I like that word. That sounds like an educated word, don't it? That's deep. That's a smart word. I don't never hear educated Negroes saying this word. A shoe. Keep reading. Read that one more time. That second point.
And one that feared God and eschewed evil.
Eschewed evil. What does eschew mean? What does eschew mean? Eschew or eschewed? To eschewed evil. One that feared God, perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. We're going to get back to 30 and 30 of your quarters the water. What does eschew mean? I got it right here. Let's see if anybody got it. There you go, Sawab. There you go, Sawab. Sawab said, eschew, Shalama, YAHANNA. You got any questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat. There you go, Sawab. That's that Dominican Republic education, ain't it? Eschew is to run from, to avoid. Yes. Look at the definition. The definition, eschew, past tense, eschewed, past participle, eschew, deliberately avoid, using, abstain from. He appeared to the crowd to eschew violence. You see the sentence they use as a definition? It says he appealed to the crowd to eschew violence, to stay away from. He made the crowd stay away from being violent. Who does that? The dictionary, Google dictionary, who does that? Who tells the crowd not to be violent?
Salah. I'm laughing because.
Hold on, just answer that one though for me.
God,
Who tells the crowd not to be violent?
The Israelite School University.
Thank you. Give them a hand. A man enjoying honor in the I.S.U.P.K. We tell you to be upright, to be righteous, to not follow Halloween. What happens on Halloween? You know how many crackheads I done seen today? You saw the crackhead laying on the steps of the store. There's some Edomite crackheads just laying on the steps of the store. Everybody passing thinking the man is dead. They ask me, go touch him. You want me to go touch him? You go touch him. Go shake him. Wake him up. He's probably dead. I think he died. Say he ain't dead. I got it. Roll down the window. Said, wake up. Rent is due on the 1st. You ain't dead. Rent is due tomorrow. He went. You heard that rent due. He's shook up. But today is Halloween. I guarantee all the crack was half price. How much you want to bet? Drug dealers gave you a deal on Halloween. Seen a lot of crackheads today. Seen a lot of fentanyl addicts today. Ooh, the weed today? Ooh, wait. Y'all got high all day long. I heard her mother say, I'm going to get high before I watch this Halloween parade. Because they're going to get high and laugh at all the costumes. That's how I can cope. Gotta get high. It's Halloween. The hoeing is off the chain. She going to have sex with you tonight, dog. For nothing. No relationship, no commitment. It's Halloween. The murder is going to go crazy. The demons is out. Y'all done worshiped and prayed them on. Got a big ass statue of a witch next door to my crib floating in the goddamn air. Said, damn. The lights and the pageantry, you calling all the demons. We tell you not to do it. Eschewed evil. Job eschewed evil. He deliberately went against it. Deliberately. They call you in the cult. You too crazy. Now that's all they talking about. That's where the edge of protection came from. That's why Job had a lot. And at the end of the story, what happened? He got everything back. Double. He had more wives. He had more children. He had more cattle and flock. He had more land. Because he eschewed evil. He deliberately went against it. Resist the devil and he shall flee. That resist wasn't talking about running. That resist meant to fight. That's how you get your hedge of protection. You don't got it. Why is it a big mystery? Because you don't fear God. You ain't perfect and upright. You don't believe in perfect. You don't gotta be perfect. You love saying that just so you can be wicked. You know, the Christian church, they love talking about the Jezebel. She's a Jezebel. That's a Jezebel. Do you know what a Jezebel spirit is? Scriptures talk about hoes all the time. And Jezebel spirit doesn't start off with a hoe. Jezebel spirit starts off with what? What did she do to the king? Now, what Jezebel do to the king? Remember that?
Sluggy, you talking about the which one?
Jezebel. Wasn't that Asa's rib? What'd she do to him? She smacked him in public. She knocked the crown off of his head. You go to the Christian church, they say Jezebel is the little skinny hoes over there. No, you Jezebel. You kick that man out your house. That's a Jezebel. You smack him in public. You talk bad about him in public. Don't women love to do that? My man ain't shitty. Go on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'm like, damn, everything is the black man ain't this. Black man ain't shit. That's the true Jezebel spirit. And that's heavy in the Christian church. Oh yeah, we got the divorce because we was unequally young. The pastor, he agreed to sign down for me. No, maybe it was because you cussed him out right there in the church parking lot and called him lazy and pathetic and hopeless. Maybe because he kept laughing and said, he lost his job, he ain't got no money, I gotta take care of him my damn self. Jezebel slapped the crown off the king's head in public in front of everybody. That's what y'all doing on Halloween. And then you want the Lord to bless you. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. Go ahead, Falwom. You about to bring something out?
It's lucky everybody's out here right now sending prayers.
Oh, Salakia, I just want to say, Sawap said, Jezebel, Will Smith wife. Give Sawap a hand. Shalom, Brother Del. Brother Del, Brother John, y'all type in the precepts. I got you, John. Y'all type in the precepts you want to break down or questions about anything. Put them in the chat. Salakia, brother. I just wanted to bring out Sawap saying that was heavy. Because Jada Pinkett did what? She embarrassed her husband in public. One of the richest entertainers, one of our stars, one of our greats, Will Smith don't even use profanity, do he? Right? Am I right or wrong? Will Smith don't walk around bitches and hoes and niggas. I smack the shit out you, I'll kill you, nigga. Will Smith don't do none of that. He did, right. Why? Because he got embarrassed in public in front of everybody. And it was so bad, the Jezebel spirit. Do you know what not the sisters in the UPK, but you know what sisters were saying? It's because Will cheated on Jada first. I said, where? What you talking about? Did that ever happen? That's because you a Jezebel and you want to defend Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett got up there and said, I was disgusted with having sex with my husband. She said that in public. Damn. I had a relationship with August. Then she brought Will Smith on her Red Table show in Will Smith's mansion in his house that he bought for Jada. He sat up there and said, what? No, Jada, tell them. What? The entangle? Excuse my language. When the bitch said, what? I don't like hitting women. I'm against it. Your I.S.U.P.K is against it. No domestic violence. Don't think we promote it. But I can see a man slapping the shit out of somebody. I just go, whoa! You gotta be in the UPK to restrain and refrain from that. I watched Poetic Justice last night. Remember the scene in Poetic Justice? Remember she go, you ain't nothing. You broke, you tired, you can't have sex, you can't do shit. She tore him down. And then she went, that's why I'm effing another man. And he smacked her. I said, damn, it was wrong for him to hit her. But damn. When Jada Pinkett sat at that table and he said, Jada, tell them. And she went, what? She said, what? I was like, damn, that's so. Yo, what is we on the TV for right now? We didn't have a prep talk and said we was going to bring this out. And you went, what? You mean? And then she tried to say something that was, I guess she felt she was going to cover it up and say, what? My entanglement? She ain't said, I was being a hoe, y'all. I was wrong. I was a filthy, disgusting hoe that was having sex with an underage man. August was 17, 18. When my son brought him in here as his friend. She ain't bring it out like that. R. Kelly under the jail, ain't he? R. Kelly got court in LA, Las Vegas, Chicago, New York, and he should. But damn, Jada just said she had sex with the 18-year-old. Nobody did no investigations. We ain't canceling the Red Talk. Hey, we gonna cancel Jada? I can't play R. Kelly music no more. You better not play no more R. Kelly. You play R. Kelly song, come on, and whoo, they gonna shut down everything. And they should. But damn, she sat up there in front of her husband and said, what? I just felt it. Well, I was like, whoo. I see why a Jake in the world would lose it. I see why the Red Table would have got flipped. I just see it. I just see why that Red Table would have got flipped. What? What do you mean, what? What's we here for? And then black women, so educated, they love to talk about the black man ego. And he's so controlling and possessive. Will Smith should have flipped that table and said, get out, this is my mansion. I got 3 wives I'm about to bring up in here right now. Wives! Then Jada Pinkett, on her most recent Red Table Talk, talked about how Will Smith kept a relationship with his first wife. Because of the children, because of the son. And it was so hard for me. That's Jada. What? So hard for you. You know when Jada first came out and said that, you know how many women said, I'll be with Will Smith. What's her name? Lisa Ray. She said it. Vivica Fox. All of them said it. Now they probably was just chasing the money and the fame, but damn, that means he got a wide selection to pick from. He's not ugly. He's not a stupid. And you think everybody think Will Smith soft. He is from West Philadelphia. He's from the gutter. He no hood. People don't know. He fought off Suge Knight. People don't talk about it. He checked Suge Knight. Suge Knight went to Will Smith like he did Vanilla Ice. And Will Smith said, I ain't signing nothing. I ain't signing nothing. And the bloods rolled out. But you know what brought him down? Some hoe. Some witch. Now, all Black women that celebrate Halloween, now you call witch. Because she was a witch for Halloween. Then you want it? Oh, you get to pick and choose days. The Spirit of the Lord doesn't do that. He don't let you pick and choose. You don't get a day on and a day off. This ain't no time clock. My grandmother used to say church folk because they love playing church. Because they really nasty dogs. Any other time, but on Sunday, it's church folk time. The Most High don't play like that. Go ahead, 5-1.
Kind of so over in South Korea, the 153 that got killed from the Halloween party.
Say that again?
153 died from the Halloween party.
Bring out the story, please, real quick. I'll wait.
So like it says, U.S. students among at least 150 dead in Seoul Halloween surge. Now, mind you,
a surge.
Okay.
In Seoul, Korea.
Okay. There's over 100,000 people there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the biggest celebration that they had in like forever.
Go ahead.
So like,
and this is the story that you said you was talking about, right?
Okay. So like when you talk about the crowd, this is why I'm saying it's hilarious because, let me see real quick.
Brother Dell, bring out a little bit more when you said like brothers in other camps or other religions. Are you talking about picking and choosing when they want to be turned on and correct and when they want to go back in the world? Just let me know if that's what you mean, because that is correct. That's what makes us different.
So
go ahead.
It says Saturday's disaster was concentrated in a sloped, narrow alley in Seoul, Itaewon neighborhood, a popular nightlife district, with witnesses and survivors recalling a hell-like chaos with people falling on each other like dominoes. They said the entire Itaewon area was jammed with slow-moving vehicles and partygoers clad in Halloween costumes, making it impossible for rescuers and ambulance to reach the crammed alleys in time.
You know what? I know people probably like, man, you just staying on Jada. But you know the last major film Jada really did? Somebody can tell me this. When I say I'm like blockbuster hit movie. Nope.
Girls' Night Out.
Nope. That was a blockbuster hit, but not a blockbuster hit. I'm talking about all nations go to see their movie. Nope. She wasn't a star in the movie, but she had a part in the movie. And what you just said made me think of the scene in the movie. You said the rescue goers had a hard time, the rescue people, the ambulance, the police, the fire department, they trying to get to those that were dying or injured or dead, right? But they had a hard time because everybody's there celebrating in Halloween masks. I know I just talked about Jada, and y'all probably like, man, you just maybe not, yo. You just going a little far with that one. The first thing that pop up, huh? Do you remember this? Maybe I'm just too much, stop. Maybe I'm just one of them niggas that put stuff together that don't necessarily supposed to go together, but I don't care. Because I think this is a point. And I didn't like it. I hated to see this. Because it was Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett. And I'm like, I love Omar Epps. Omar Epps, he from New York City, from Brooklyn. He still take that with him. And Jada Pinkett was, back in the day, she was one of our sisters. Halle Berry, Jada Pinkett, Nia Long. She was up there, like, that's one of our sisters up there. Black beauty, whoa! So when I seen the scene, I used to go, I don't like that. But it makes sense now.
That was rough.
But it just what you just said. Is this it?
What are you doing today? Candidates refused.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
Look at Jada. This scene is so powerful in this movie because this black couple goes out on a date. They decide to go to the movies. What movie should we see? She says, we should go see the new Sandra Bullock movie. And the brother goes, man, that's corny. I don't want to see that. Now, it's Halloween. The big Halloween movie is out. It's nothing but Edomites everywhere. White people at the mall, white people outside walking up down the street, white people in the movie theater. And all the white people got on the mask for the new horror film that came out on Halloween. And it's one black couple that decides to partake in Halloween and go and see the horror film where every white person wearing a mask. She's sitting down, thinking she's sitting next down to the brother, Omar Epps. But Omar Epps, you see when she grabbed it, and she started feeling blood? Because he was just in the bathroom making sex sounds in the bathroom. It's where Omar Epps said, what is that? Remember that? So the black man is over-sexualized, right? It's a sex demon on Halloween. And Omar Epps gets stabbed up for falling to the sex. Now the black woman ain't got no man to protect her. Now the man she's with is a white man that loves Halloween, that's wearing the Halloween mask. She thinking she's supposed to be protected from the horror film, and she touching blood. She realized this ain't him. And he stabbed her up. see how the white folks is just cheering on the murder of the movie that they watching. They screaming, they dancing. You know why? Halloween does not belong to the children of Israel. It's not for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Most High never called you to celebrate Halloween. You want to dress somebody up? Y'all want to dress up? That's fine. I saw y'all got your daughters dressing like princesses, the little Edomite princesses. Why not get you a sewing kit right now? It's October, it's November. Passover, what, April? Start sewing that princess dress. Start making your own dress for Passover. Make a garment for your sons. Make a garment for your man. Right, Tawa? Don't you got a handmade garment right there? By who? You and your rib, right? Give that a hand. Tawa. Syracuse School District has bad attendance. Has a very low rate. One of the lowest rates in the nation. One of the lowest rates in the nation, Syracuse. How many kids you think missed today? None. Perfect attendance for Halloween. So you mean to tell me y'all dressing up? This ain't your day. This is not your day. Make some garments for Passover. You want to dress nice and get attention, be like, somebody say, that's a beautiful garment. That's a beautiful dress. You got the studs. You got the fringes. That's nice. From the Passover, that's all you ever hear. Am I right? How many people? Yo, that one, look at that belt. You had the 3D line, didn't you, coming off the belt? Then the sisters have princess tiara crowns and everything. My mom went to the Passover, right? She made her own earrings. She took something out. It wasn't for earrings at all. It was to tie it on the back of a truck. She hooked it up. It was hanging, and all the sisters said, "Those earrings are beautiful. Where you get them earrings from?" Can we do that with our kids? Then our sons have on the armbands and the wood. Our minds had the wooden swords and they was rocking shields this big, bigger than mine, shining. Custom-made t-shirts underneath the garment. And we got 3-4 days where you can dress up. Am I right or wrong? You see this? Look at the Edomites. Look at the Edomites cheering and jumping and going bananas. Look at the crowd. Let you know this is their holiday. They love doing it. You know what my sons went and taught today at school? My son, I said, "What you doing? What happened today?" He said, "I told him what Halloween was about. It was about the demons and the witches, and they would come around. They would build big bonfires, and they would dance around it in the woods at night. Look at this. They dancing at night to the movie. Yay, killer! Ah, killer, die!" All of them got fake knives, got the knives and the masks. what big movie she done did after that? That's when she had the moving wheels crib. Hedge of protection. It was just the mouse trying to move. Okay, yeah, it might be Nutty Professor. Right. We still good. We still good. Give me a 1, all right? Give me a 1. Found if you could read that again.
Okay.
Just say Seoul, Korea, man. I don't want them to think I don't want. It's just, yeah. Ichiban grill.
It's like it. I still can't believe
grill at Ichiban. Okay. They was on the grill. Please, yep, go ahead from the top. Okay, we good.
I still can't believe what has happened. It was like a hell.
It was like a what?
A hell.
It was like a what?
A hell.
It was like a hell.
Said Kennedy.
It was like hell. You pray for Halloween to come. I don't pray for Halloween. You pray in your actions. You're prepping. Like I said, to Taiwan. Today, I guarantee it was all perfect attention. You seen the parents come to the schools, Taiwan. Now the parents come to the school on Halloween, Taiwan. Now the child had breakfast, Taiwan. They finally got their face washed. The clothes finally got put on by the parents. Mm-hmm. And the parents walked to school with them for Halloween. That means you pray to the Halloween God. You pray for Halloween and you live in hell. You live in hell. Halloween is hell. And you want it. But because you think that it's supposed to just be for a couple of hours, the Most High don't work like that.
Right.
You dealing with the Most High power. Yahweh of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You dealing with something stronger than you that don't deal with you and you're corny, weak, insignificant when you wanted to turn on and turn off. He did a lot of drug dude. You ever hear drug dealers be called cool dudes? How many times you done heard that? The Most High don't turn it off. He don't turn it off. I ain't like what he did, so I tell up his car. And you walking. And you walk. Everywhere you go, you gotta walk. You think the Most High ain't do that? Because you're insignificant when you want hell to be. Hell is a condition that's going to last more than you will exist. That's right, Sawak. Go ahead, Thabo. It was hell out there.
Okay.
Bodies dropping. They said the bodies was falling like dominoes.
Yeah.
Woo. I think you're going to get to the part of the story where it says what caused this to happen, right? Because that means everybody's running out somewhere. And just imagine dying by stampede. The horror of dying because you suffocated because bodies just piling on top of you. You seen Game of Thrones?
Okay.
Remember that one battle that they had? And they had, and the men was just pushing. Their military was so strong that they were just pushing men on top of men. So it was men that was alive and dead bodies just falling on them. Jon Snow, eventually he crawled up out of it. He was able to gather enough strength to crawl up out of it. It was a pyramid like growing above him of nothing but dead bodies. They just kept falling in like water into a hole. And he was getting ready to suffocate from dead bodies. That's what happened here. Dead bodies just piling up on top of you because everybody trying to get out of once you said 100,000 people in the spot, and everybody trying to get out of one door. Ooh, that's a horrible way to die. That's sad. That's like the slave ship, the bottom of a slave ship. It was dead bodies laying on top of you on a slave ship. Go ahead, man.
God, it's like an official at a nonprofit organization that promotes tourism in South Korea. Kim said she performed CPR on 10 people who were unconscious, and 9 of them were declared dead on the spot.
Damn! She gave CPR to 10 people, and 9 of them dead.
God.
Kim
said the 10 were mostly women wearing witch outfits.
Mostly who?
Mostly women.
Uh-huh.
Wearing witch outfits.
Wearing what?
Witch outfits.
What organization is this? What group is that? The media that you're reading the story from? Who wrote this?
News Nation.
News Nation? And whoever wrote this article is good. They good, ain't they? They didn't just say Kim performed CPR on 10 people, 9 people died. They said mostly women who wore witch. They described the outfits of the Halloween costume. That was good. I want to give this writer a hand. They made sure that it was known witches died. Women. Who do you think they were sacrificing the most on Halloween? Young women. I'm talking about Halloween, what it's all about.
So 97 of the dead were women and 56 were men. More than 80.
Who's gotta celebrate Halloween? This number sounds like Halloween everywhere, every Halloween. The party gonna have more women in the party.
Yeah.
General Muhammad had that one class where he's talking about the sisters in the Congress when they start pushing the abortion laws to stop abortion, and they had the 3 black women. I had an abortion because he came to me and he kissed me and I didn't know. And 9 months later I had a baby. And General Muhammad said, shut up. Women, y'all gotta stop being stupid. Stop raising your daughters to be dumb. That's why women go, Halloween is coming. Yay! Yay! Halloween is the only time where you can dress like a total slut and get away with it. Yay! Grow up. Half the niggas don't want to celebrate nothing. The UPK will be filled with about half more niggas in the UPK. When I say niggas, I'm speaking freely about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But you niggas just cater to the woman because she want Christmas. She want Halloween. You go to church for women. You ain't in there praising white Jesus and the Lord and the blood of Jesus. The men are not there for that. Half of them is sodomites. Some of them is inspired by white Jesus. You got some of them dummies. But the majority of them is there for what, God want? Thank you. That's the reason why you go. Because your ass keep getting locked up and you're Muslim when you're in jail. But when you come home, you're Christian again because the house is in the Christian church. Pick a side. Or be like Job and be upright. Sheesh. Drunk women, free parties, drinks, and candy. Yeah, you're right, so what? It's going to be more women than anything. Your questions, I said, easy and gullible. Yes, that's where you get the term naive from. Eve, naive, near to Eve, easily to be persuaded. She see it on TV and go, oh, we can dress up. Oh. You look at Instagram, everybody on here wearing a costume. I don't want to miss out. And the niggas go, that's where all the hoes gonna be. I got my Michael Myers mask. Please continue.
So like, more than 80% of the dead are in their 20s and 30s, but at least 4 were teenagers.
Didn't I read it last week? That Halloween no longer belongs to children. People in their 20s and 30s celebrate Halloween more than any other age group. Grow up. Grow up. Choose something to believe in. That's why you're called black. Because you follow what everybody else wants to follow. That's why you're destroyed. That's why we say black. Because you don't know what you want to do. You just do what everybody tell you to do. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I be la la. What? You follow the machine. No, I'm woke. I'm conscious. When is your birthday? The zodiac signs. I seen a black woman pull out tarot cards. I said, this idiot right here. Tarot cards? Didn't it just say all of them dressed like witches? Black women, what do you want to be a witch for? Black man, what the hell you doing? Have some integrity. Hey, yo, I ain't going, what about, I can't see, have some integrity, man. Fight, put your foot down. All of us. Be like Job. Tell her, okay then, leave. I'll get 2 more. What? This nigga crazy. You know what she used to hear it? Baby, please. Sounded like an Edomite. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I can't live without you. She take you back for Christmas and Valentine's. Dummy. And then she'll just leave you again because she knows you just weak. Ridiculous. Is it more? Wow, that story's fired up. That's a heavy story. Boy, oh boy. If you could copy the link and put it into the chat. When you get time. Yeah, please.
It's like, well, Halloween isn't a traditional
Thank
holiday.
you, brother John. Young man John said, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Salaki about that. He said the churches have Halloween parties and they call them harvest festivals. Yeah. Oh man, what they call it? Trunk or treat. I had to break it down for Taiwan the other night. Remember that, Taiwan? I was like, trunk or treat? Yeah. Because you can come to the church in your costumes as a family or whoever. You bring all the children to the church, pull up with your car, pop your trunk. They put all these goodies in your trunk. Syracuse is the ninth poorest city in America. And you choose the wicked day to feed somebody, you're disgusting. You disgusting. You disgusting. You should be telling them no. Go to the school and tell them no. Tell the school these is our babies. Missionary Baptist Church on Mount Calvary by the second rock of Olivet. Why don't you tell them? Why don't you say have your children go to the school and say, no, that's the devil's birthday. That's wicked. We not doing that. Ain't all the church, ain't all the school district Christian? Isn't it everybody's a Christian in the school? Yeah. We gonna call it a harvest festival. We gonna bob for apples. Put your head in a bucket and get an apple out the bottom. Juneteenth come around, everybody got their kid day cloth. Right, Dawa? Huh? It's a black celebration. The black celebration. What everybody do? What the hell you doing for Halloween for then? Go ahead, brother is going in. Shalakia. The brother is going in. He said, and then you tell your children, don't take candy from strangers. Just do it when everybody else do it. Just do it if they got a costume on. What was his name? Ted Bundy? Everybody's watching the one side of my thought. I appreciate it. Right, Jeffrey Dahmer, but it wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer. It was the other one, Gacy. He would get children because he would dress up as a clown. That's the movie It. That's what the movie It was based off of. I think his name was John Gacy, right? And he would dress up as a clown and give out candy. So when everybody saw him, what they said, oh, he's no harm. Children, get some candy from him. And I'm seeing more and more sisters do what? Get some food from them folks. You don't know who the people is. They're giving it away for free, ain't they? Come on, get it, baby. Take it, baby. He gave it to you. Say thank you. I remember I did it one time. The man at the store was going, the Arab at the store was going, here, to my son. I said, no, tell him no. So no. He goes, why? I'm just trying to give some candy. Is that okay? I said, but if he takes it from you, and then a stranger does it, you think that it's okay to do it, right? He said, oh, you're right. But you won't give me nothing for free, do you? You want to get a children free candy. Go ahead, Taiwan.
So Halloween isn't a traditional holiday in South Korea.
What? Say it again.
Halloween isn't a traditional holiday in South Korea.
Wow. So when we say the white man is the devil, everybody goes, you guys are wrong. No, it's the human race. Everybody does wrong. No, that's a lie. Because in South Korea, they don't celebrate no Halloween. They don't know what that is. Do they, Taiwan? Tell them they don't know what that is. They have no idea what that is. But because the white man rules the world, the planet, everything happens because of him. Is this South Korea or North Korea?
South Korea.
God damn, bro. 50 years ago, South Korea was all one Korea. They had their own traditions. Go ahead.
So it said where children rarely go trick-or-treating, it's still a major attraction for young adults in costume
Listen,
parties.
I don't care about the Koreans. Who's that? Ammon? That's the Ammon, right? The Ammonites.
Okay.
The Japanese and the Koreans are the same people, right? You got the Moabites, who are the Chinese, and the other Asians. And you got the Ammonites, which Moab and Ammon are brothers. I don't care about that. Can give a damn, right? I don't care. But this should say something. When them as a people didn't celebrate Halloween, they lived. Soon as they start following Halloween, they died. That ain't got no connection to the Most High, but it just says, let them keep their traditions. Because when they keep starting away from keeping their traditions, they fall to pieces. Go ahead, Master.
It's like it says this location near the former headquarters of U.S. military forces.
Please read it again.
This location near where the former headquarters of U.S. military forces in South Korea
Thank you.
operated for decades.
Thank you. Commanding General YAHANNA was trying to get the white woman. What was his name? Lena from Alabama. I think that was her name. The white woman in the video. No. This was Commanding General YAHANNA when he went down to Texas. No.
Oh.
No. He was just talking to an Edomite on the street during camp. And she could not say, she just couldn't say America enslaved black people just like Egypt enslaved the Hebrew Israelites. She just couldn't say it. Every time she was on, she said, the children of Israel, Egypt, 430 years. She know that. So as soon as he said, what country is it? What nation is it? She can't say it. She couldn't say America. But it proves right here. It says, what are you talking about? It's right there. It's playing in your face. It's right in your face. Go ahead, man.
So like it just dropped down just a little bit more for this
Is
part.
this on the U.S. base where this event takes place? Where U.S. came into Korea and said, we going to create a strife between North Korea and South Korea. Okay, remember that Korean War in the 1950s? What was that about? So that America could get up in there and have a threshold to control the minds of the people. North Korea is what's his name, right? In the one with the messed up haircut, and Dennis Rodman, right? The little fat dude. He don't let nothing come over in this country. They don't do all that. They ain't got no LGBT marches over there. Huh? They ain't got this going on or that going on. They ain't got no slut walk going on over there. Amber Rose walking with all the hoes with their titties out. I am women's rights. Ain't no North Korean women doing that. They strict. They don't, hell no, we ain't doing that. We don't want the NBA over here. I'll call up Dennis Rodman. He called up Dennis Rodman and said, play basketball for me. I'm not saying they better or special than us, the children of Israel. I can give a damn. Whatever about them. But America got up in there, and they having Halloween on the basis. And you see what happens. Go ahead.
It's like it. The South Korean president, I.S.U.P.K, declared a 1-week national mourning period on Sunday and ordered flags at government buildings and public offices to fly at half staff.
To fly at what?
Half staff.
Koreans doing what?
Flying at half staff.
Koreans don't know nothing about no half staff. Got one. This is America. He runs the planet. He's the devil on the earth. Just give him his title. Koreans have staff flag. Go ahead.
Drop down. Among the 20 foreign dead are 4 from China, 3 from Russia, 2 from Iran, and the United States, and 1 each from Vietnam, Australia, Norway, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Sri Lanka.
Whoa. You giving me a list of what?
The 20 found dead. Amongst those that were,
They were from all over.
but I think they declared 2 were from one of the universities here in the U.S.
You know, but this means all over. So all the world coming together to have an enjoyable witch hell Halloween, and look what it produces. That's heavy. That's heavy. Go ahead, man. Finish it off.
It's like they launched an investigation, 475.
Because they don't know what happened.
Because they don't know exactly.
They don't know what happened. You know what happened? The devil pushed them niggas down. The devil went pushing niggas down to the ground. The demons was out there with them. They was tripping over each other. That's what happened. They don't even know what happened, Dawan. They don't know what happened. All these people, and they don't know what happened. Was it a fire? Nobody put the fire alarm? Was it a shooting? Jada Pinkett got her ass stabbed up. Was somebody stabbed? Was it a fight? Nobody knows what happened. I think I know what happened. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. Go ahead.
It's like it. Police said they launched a 475-member task force to investigate the crush. The officers have obtained videos taken by about 50 security cameras in the area and are also analyzing video clips posted on social media. They have interviewed more than 40 witnesses and survivors so far.
When did this happen? 3 days ago? Dang, nothing? It's just Halloween. That's all. Save y'all precepts. I think y'all 3 brothers have precepts that they want to break down. Let's hit them tomorrow night, all right? Salaki about that. But we want to make sure we get this information out about the wickedness of Halloween. Now, you're called black because you're going to follow everything wicked. Stop doing that. And be called Yasharala, Israel. Be called who the Most High called you. Don't be under the curses. Okay? Black means that you're under the curses. And being under those curses are because of your wickedness. We got to stop it. All right? So, when Job says, my skin is black upon me, he's talking about the condition of hell, as well as his skin. And my bones are burned with heat. That's talking about living in hell. Your bones are burned with heat means the pain that you go through, the hell that you go through. It burns down to your bones. Hell is a condition on this earth. All right. Now we got to get the hedge back around us. And that's by the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? And with that, pass the class over to Precinct Officer. Let's clap it up.